ਧੰਨ 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 ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ। ਜਿਹੜੀ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਸੇਵਾ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਬਖਸ਼ੀ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਵੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਬਖਸ਼ੀ ਹੈ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ, ਹੋਮਲੈਸ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਆਪ ਜੀ ने कृपा करनी, बख्शिश करनी, रहमत करनी। महाराज बख्शिश करो, साडी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ते बख्शिश करो महाराज। महाराज तेरे पाने सरबत दा भला। वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह। बोले सो निहाल, सत श्री अकाल।
There must have been at that time about 60 or 70 people that were sleeping on the streets. One night we stumbled across a Sikh gentleman who said, I'm in trouble, I'm homeless and I need some help.
I don't want to see Sikhs being homeless. We're supposed to be one of the most prosperous communities in the world, but to have homeless people, it was kind of a bit of a dent in the ego for us as well. So it was a personal mission to make sure that this was actually addressed properly.
In 2005, I contacted the charity and I said, I really want to help with you guys. I want to come volunteer abroad and do kind of loads of stuff with you. And they never got back to me. No business establishment wants a whole load of homeless people hanging around near their premises. And the council has to be shown that we're addressing this situation. Council just said, you can't be here, go away. But they're not going to suddenly just disappear or suddenly get houses or get work. They're going to move on somewhere else, and they're just shifting the problem. So it's like a cycle of them going from this place to that place to that place to that place. They're not fixing it. So I believe this is the result of what's happened now, because I've set my own charity up. There's an organisation called SWAT, Sikh Welfare Awareness Team. So we wanted to attract the youth and then grab them and then hopefully just teach them a few things, good things. This is, we keep our storage, but you must mind your heads. I've got protection. So here we have, we're still organising, yeah? So we got blankets. So we had, I think 10,000 of these that they donated. So these were British Airways ones. Look at these sleeping bags. These are not just flimsy sleeping, these are proper good quality bags. These will boil you up even in the winter, make you so hot. So we've got these toys, all this kind of stuff here. We asked people to donate toys to us, not toys, sorry, we asked people to donate clothes to us, but they end up giving us toys as well and bric-a-brac. And we've got this here, so we'll end up taking this to a boot sale, make a little bit of money, goes back into the charity. How fortunate and lucky are we? We've got these big, huge organisations. We've got some small businesses that help us, local restaurants give us samosa, spring rolls, pasta. So we've got loads. I mean, there's people that are queuing up really, to be honest, saying give us a chance to serve and make a contribution, food-wise. So we'll always say to people, you know, if you can give money, give us money. If you can give us time, give us time. Give us knowledge, give us resource, give us food. Whatever you can, just give us it. When we first started, we were struggling with where to store our stuff. You know, there would be stuff in my garage, there'd be stuff in my car, there'd be stuff in a little port cabin on the other side of Norwood Green. You know, we'd have bits and pieces all over the place, and logistically it was just a nightmare. The minute these guys came along, they said, look, we've got a warehouse, make use of it.
Well, you see what it is. I started off by saying to myself that I'm going to dedicate maybe one Sunday a month. and I'll go out with them. And it was that first Sunday that I went out with them and I saw what SWAT was actually doing out there and the difference it was actually making. And I actually really fell in love with the organisation. It was an organisation that I saw that was taking donations and without any administration cost, 100% of everything that they took in was literally being given back out again.
And now it's daily. He's daily doing something or another for SWAT. When we're standing in the centre of London and you've got this big SWAT team there and you've got this big crowd and you think people, the first thing that comes to their mind is problem. There's a problem. There's a SWAT team there. And then they walk around and then they start looking.
Really hungry, year round, constantly, for 3 or 4 or 5 days, no food, no water, nothing. Thank goodness SWAT was around to help me out when meal times were needed.
Why? Why are you feeding homeless people? Because they're hungry. But what do you get out of it? Nothing. And then they say, all right, okay, so you're feeding homeless people, but there must be something, you must be asking them to change to your religion. No, we're not. You know, there's one guy, he was a really nice guy. I said to him, you know, you're homeless, that's bad enough, but why take heroin? And he said to me, come and see me one night. He goes, spend a night with me under the bridge. So we sat there and got to 12, like he said, you know, I couldn't feel my hands and my feet, couldn't feel my nose. And then finally, about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, I said to him, I goes, I've had enough of this. I can't think straight because it's so cold. And he said, look, this is the point where you've got the option of going home. My option is to take an injection of heroin to numb my whole body so I don't feel the cold. You might hold up for 1 week, you might hold up for 2 weeks. 3rd week or the 4th week, you're gonna think, you know what, forget this. I've got no hope. I need to take an injection of heroin. And you end up taking it. It feels good. You sleep, you wake up in the morning, you think that wasn't too bad. It becomes a habit, and then from a dependency, you're thinking, oh my God, I've got no money, how am I going to get money? And then you have to then go into shops and you have to shoplift. You know, one morning, they found him dead in a shed. So that's the worst thing that you can ever imagine. You know, 1 minute, you're seeing somebody, you're trying to offer them hope, help, guidance, and the next minute they're no longer here, they're gone. You know, everybody wants nice things in life. Everybody wants nice clothes, nice cars, nice holidays, nice things. But the thing is, we've always been very comfortable. You know, God's given me more than enough. And there's people out there that have got nothing. Absolutely zero. They've got, up to a point, they've even got no hope. So we're there to restore hope in humanity, give them hope. My mind's always been thinking, what else can we do for these people? So we started signposting them, people who need help for different substance misuse problems, mental health issues, immigration, employment, and now it's medical. So, you know, we bought an ambulance, so now we're going to be hopefully looking after their medical needs. We take the ambulance with us. So in the ambulance will be a dentist, a doctor, a nurse, first aider, and we'll say, as we're serving the food, we'll say, listen, anybody needs any medical attention, anything, not open heart surgery, yeah, we can assist you in here.
You've got to treat them the way you want to be treated. This is a message, like, as a Sikh, if you cut open any Sikh, they have that DNA already inside them. You know, that's what we do.
And it wasn't limited to Sikh. it was open to everybody, whether you're Sikh, Muslim, Hindu, Christian. We're very inclusive. We're very, very proud of that.
In Borough High Street, very close to Borough Market, where flowers have been laid. There's one message there. We can see some members of the Sikh community here who've just arrived, and they're laying flowers as well in memory of the 7 people who lost their lives last night as the 3 attackers
Do you know, from a Sikh point of view, I don't think there is any religious conflict. We have no conflict with no other faith.
Who are you? We're the Sikhs. Who are Sikhs? People don't know who Sikhs are. We just want you to know who we are. We're here to serve you and to protect you. We can't change the world overnight, but what we can do is collectively we can do our small, tiny little bits together. And if you join all that smallness together, it becomes slightly bigger and it makes a slight impact. And I think we can, with this philosophy, we can work forward and we can make a change, we can make an absolute difference in the world. We feel we're the people who are employed by God almost to look after humanity in whatever situation that any human comes into. You're on this planet for a very short period of time, and why are you here? You're here to help people.